1, action. Saransh, action. Abey, action.
Oh, welcome to Sound Smart News. I'm Saransh Ekku, temporarily filling in for Gopal Gulati, who drove into a pothole and has not been seen since. Breaking news today is that reports have just come in that God has been arrested in Nagaon, Assam. Lords Shiva and Parvati were protesting price rise by the government. We will not tell you which government, you are smart. हालात इतने खराब हैं कि भगवान भी धरने पे उतर आए हैं. They were heard complaining that the GST for leopard skin is nearly 70% and that the Lamborghini that Lord Shiva uses on Kailash Parbat, he's had to pay nearly 200% on its ex-showroom price.
Objection hearsay.
Anyway, upon later discovery that Lord Shiva in their custody was actually just a protester dressed as Lord Shiva, we asked the inspector in charge if the protester was beaten in any way. The inspector in charge said, no, not at all. जब हमने यही सवाल प्रोटेस्टर से पूछा तो उन्होंने कहा नहीं तो बिल्कुल नहीं. आई शपथ बस साहब आ वहां नहीं साहब, छोटे छोटे बच्चे ही होने वाले थे साहब. मूविंग ऑन.
जी बहुत नाजुक सूरत हाल है.
Let's go to our Assami special correspondent, Mr. Ami Jetoma, who is on the scene in Guwahati, Assam. What's going on there, Ami Jetoma? Chin chin chin. अबे वो शूट अभी नहीं है. Hi there, Ami Jetoma from Guwahati, Assam. As you can see, we are standing in Guwahati. This is a perfectly normal day for Guwahati. Absolutely minimal rainfall has been detected. We are seeing a drought-like conditions everywhere in the city. Nothing to worry about. We're all good, and we are missing you, Saransh and Hina. Yeah, we had a couple of people who were walking around here, and some of them were swimming around here, but that has nothing to do with the drought. It's completely unrelated. Nice to see you. See you again soon. Bye, guys. Thanks, Ami. Come, let's talk about that middle child in every family that we know exists, but we don't know कि वो किस क्लास में है या उसके साथ क्या हो रहा है, वो कौन सी बंदी पटा रहा है और वो कौन से पदार्थ लेता है. Truth be told, हमने कभी कष्ट लिया भी नहीं.
पापा.
Fuck you. The Seven Sisters. इनको हमने Seven Sisters बोल के इनको अपनी माँ और बहनों की तरह इग्नोर करके रखा हुआ है. Assam as it's known in the Mumbai suburbs as that place where Shiv Sena went to. Or Assam as it's known in South Bombay and South Delhi as where? Anyway. You know you don't get too much attention from the rest of the country when you're being used as a place to hide from the media. You know so little about Assam that you haven't even realized that this is not Assam. This isn't even a state. It's a KFC fried chicken. Some of you may have already guessed that that's what was going on here, but the fact that you didn't know for sure, I think that's part of the problem.
जी बहुत नाजुक सूरत हाल है.
Now, like every third child in Bihar, let's move to
अरे कौन भौंक रहा है ये बदतमीज?
Now, like every third child in Bihar, let's move to Maharashtra. Let's go to our fashion correspondent, Hina Jha. Hina,
I'm your life.
Oh. Coming in now from West Assam, the state of Maharashtra. Big news this century tonight is that the Uddhav Thackeray or UT government has been asked to step down, step left, step right, raise their hands up high and do the boogie woogie. They have been fired though. UT and additional UT or AUT have both resigned. Their resignation is like what happens when you stand in a line and everyone else steps back, so you are automatically volunteered. That's the exact political process by which they were volunteered to resign. Why did Ekku do this? क्या कमी रह गई थी उद्धव भाव के प्यार में? क्या हुआ? तेरा वादा, वो कसम, वो इरादा.
जी बहुत नाजुक सूरत हाल है.
Out of work after facing frivolous accusations, they are now suing to get back everything they deserve.
Hey, Johnny Depp!
No, we are not talking about Johnny Depp. My dog just stepped on me. 53 out of the 55 rebel MPs have now been sued. Busting established myths, we have just discovered that Maharashtra actually extends beyond Mumbai. Let's go to our reporter in the field, Ms. Hina Prakash. Heavy rain lashes 3 districts, namely Gadchiroli, Hingoli and Nanded. All communications have been lost with these 3 districts. 128 villages are now completely unable to see Instagram reels, and upload Snapchats. Our hearts go out to all the people affected by this tragedy. These districts have been affected due to heavy rains in the last 24 hours. Rescue teams evacuated 120 people to Soho House during this period as a precautionary measure, providing them with a much needed assistance in the form of reels, stories, and pedicures, the department said. We are not like the other news channels that provide only lip service to Vidarbha and Konkan, but focus entirely upon Mumbai. We have vowed to never speak of Mumbai again. Now, on to Mumbai. As the city deals with heavy rains, BMC has undertaken the seemingly impossible task of filling potholes yet again for the 1348th time. As per the BMC's data, the civic body has received 229 pothole-related complaints through its Pothole Fix-It mobile application. You will never guess what the app is called. The BMC decided to give it an artistic whirl and choose a special name denoting the rich and cultural history of Mumbai. My BMC Pothole Fix-It app. Almost 80% of the complaints have been received between June 30th and July 6th and have been promptly ignored with the greatest urgency. Meanwhile, IMT has issued a red alert for Mumbai and its suburbs for the next 24 hours. So make sure you report any red color you see anywhere in the city like a good citizen. सावधान रहें, सतर्क रहें. इश्क का रंग भी लाल होता है. Gokul, I miss you. Please answer my calls. रोक ना पावा अखियां विच गम दियां बरसातां नो. ओ हो किथे हो सारांश?
ज्यादा हो रहा है.
जी बहुत नाजुक सूरत हाल है.
Kendi undi si. Don't talk to me. Pancho, now I run the Desi BBC. Let's move on to the number one state in Punjab for 12 years is running, Punjab. Recently, the 10th standard board exam results were announced and the first and second position holders had the exact same marks. So to resolve this, the Punjab Education Board decided to follow an age-old tradition to determine who is first. This is a video of them trying to determine who will be first.
छोटी बच्ची हो क्या?
Yes, that's right. They decided whichever bachi is the chotiest will come first. So basically the second rank holder, Dilpreet Kaur, could not come first because her dad already did.
जी बहुत नाजुक सूरत हाल है.
The overall pass percentage has also fallen from 99.93% last year when all the exams are online to this year where all exams are offline to 97.94%. This has raised some serious doubts about the failing levels of intelligence and common sense in today's youth, especially last year when a total of 22,169 students somehow managed to fail an online exam. हमारा उन 22,000 परिवारों से एक ही सवाल है, आपने अपने बच्चों को कॉपी करना नहीं सिखाया है? भाई ऑनलाइन एग्जाम है, भाई किताब खोल रहे हो, टाप ले यार, 22,000 लोग फेल हो गए यार, कमाल है बहनचो. Anyway,
जी बहुत नाजुक सूरत हाल है.
Punjab Chief Minister Bhagwant Mann has undertaken an extensive reshuffling ever since he came to power. He was so unhappy with the current administration that he has chosen to replace over 300 positions. Positions such as health, hospitality, his own wife have all been reshuffled. Thankfully, the position of his wife was not filled by one of the other cabinet ministers, although we would like to see a meme on that. But he brought in an outside person to do the job, and we're all glad for that.
जी बहुत नाजुक सूरत हाल है.
Just like Lashkar-e-Toiba, let's go to Kashmir. 2 terrorists were apprehended in Kashmir by Pammi Aunty, the very ambitious Sharma ji ki beti, Mohalle ke 4 jan, and finally, Log Kya Kahenge wale log. They were apprehended by their neighbors and parents and made to say sorry, गलती हो गई, थोड़ी सी तो bombing कर रहे थे, to the police wala uncle. And then mummy papa caught their ears and took them home. Reports state that they may be grounded without their PlayStations for a whole week, a deserving punishment for a heinous crime.
जी बहुत नाजुक सूरत हाल है.
लंड पकोड़े यार, बिरयानी में आलू कौन डालता है?
भाग.
Speaking of aloo and biryani, let's go to Bengal.
जी बहुत नाजुक सूरत हाल है.
Netflix show The Crown, which has enjoyed massive popularity both in India and abroad, has possibly gone too far with its promotion for its West Bengal market. A man broke into the West Bengal CM Mamata Banerjee's house, where he was Netflix and chilling, possibly for more inspiration, and was only removed after being spotted by the security personnel in the morning. We at Sound Smart News believe in asking the right questions. We know that the economy is bad. Sabki fati hui hai. But is it really worth turning the CM's residence into an Oyo?
जी बहुत नाजुक सूरत हाल है।
In conclusion, we would like to inform you that all the information in the video that you just saw was factual and thoroughly researched. If you had any semblance of a common sense, you would know which ones the jokes were. As for the factual ones, you can find the link in the description. We urge you to use this information wherever your ego compels you to sound smart, such as at a party, at a funeral or relatives की शादी में, to avoid the question तुम्हारी शादी कब है, बच्चे कब होने वाले हैं. I would also request you to follow I would TQ and Hina Mancha on Instagram. Please like and share our video and subscribe to our YouTube channel Sound Smart News and follow us on our Instagram channel Sound Smart News as well. In conclusion, mummy, I love you. मैं खाना घर पे ही खाने वाली हूँ. As for you guys, see you next time.